When you watch yourself row, does it look something like this? If your stroke looks like this, you might be sitting up tall. Maybe you're using your legs and your arms, but you've noticed that you don't really have that body swing. You might see other people row where they're leaning forward and then they're leaning back. You seem to just kind of stay up tall. Well, having that body swing in your rowing stroke is super important. That's 30% of the power comes from that body swing in your rowing stroke. So if you're missing out on that, that's 30%. That's a lot. So incorporating this body swing's going to help you get faster splits, give you more power into your stroke, and just help your rowing technique and efficiency overall. In this video, I'm going to show you what that body swing should look like and some tips to help you work on it. Hey, I'm Alicia Clark, and now I'm going to go over the body swing with you. So, what should that body swing look like? We want that body swing to be from 11 to 1 o'clock. Now, what do I mean by that? Where is this clock? So, imagine there's a clock face on the side of me here. So, we want that body swing to be from 11 to 1. 11 to 1. So notice how we don't want to be leaning back too much. This might be closer to 2 o'clock, or we don't want to be reaching so far forward that we're at 2 or 10, or I think you get my gist. So when we're doing that body swing, if you're by your machine, great. Feel free to follow along with this. If you're not, watch this video again when you are. So just practice that body swing. Swinging back and forward. We're pivoting from the hips. So if you're having a trouble staying upright, kind of shift those butt cheeks back, get those sit bones onto the seat, help you sit up a little bit taller. So just practice that body swing from 11 to 1, keeping that chest up as we rock forward. We don't want to rock down. We want to keep those shoulders down and relaxed, chest up with some good posture. And that's what we want our body swing to look like, that 11 to 1. Now, where do we want to have this happen? So, now that we know the right position, when do we want to do this? So, splitting it up on the recovery versus the drive. So, on the recovery, we want that body swing to happen after the arms come out, but before the knees bend. So, to simplify that, think about getting that handle out past the knees before you come up to the front of the stroke. So I pivot forward, then my legs come up. So watch as I smooth that out, rocking from 11 to 1, getting the handle in front of the knees as the knees, before the knees bend, like so. So that's where we want to rock forward on the recovery. Notice how don't want to lean too far back like I mentioned before. And we also don't want to rock forward and then try to get more at the front. So you might be at that 1 o'clock. We don't want to try to get extra and go to 2 o'clock at that catch. We want to stick to that 1 o'clock all the way into that catch, like so. So then on the drive, we want to open that body after those legs are down. So we want those legs to go down, then body swings open, then we pull on the arms. So thinking about the drive, push with the legs, then we swing, keeping ourselves sitting up nice and tall. Again, not trying to get too much extra reach or too much extra layback at the finish, like so. So a couple things that can happen with that body swing, some common errors that you might see, is that sometimes what will happen is those knees will come up early. So notice how I'm kind of at noon right here, and then towards the front might finish it. So I'm here, and then I hit that 1 o'clock when I'm at the catch. So what's better is that we want to hit that position before those knees bend. So notice how once my shoulders are set, the only thing moving in and out of that catch, my knees are coming up, then driving right back down. So that's kind of what we want to look for on that recovery. On the drive, something common that will happen is to want the urge to lean back is strong. So that'll happen by wanting to pull with the handle sometimes. So what'll happen is that we try to pull so hard and push so hard that we do this. So we try to lean back because we think leaning back will give us some more, I guess, give us a better drive to the back. However, now we're missing out on our big muscle groups, and so we don't want to do that. We want to keep using our legs. That's really important. And so to do that, we want to keep the shoulders in front of the hips, legs, then body swing. So getting that body rocked over could have to do with how you're sitting on the seat. That could help you. If you have trouble rocking forward, could be a little bit of some flexibility. So if your hamstrings are a little tight, and as you rock forward, you might feel those hamstrings stretch. That's okay. If you need to loosen them up a little bit to help you get that body rock forward, I do have a free stretching guide that will be linked down in the description. So feel free to check that out. So just to recap, we talked about that body swing being from 11 to 1, that on the recovery, we want to get those arms out and body over before the knees bend. Get the handle past the knees before the knees bend. Then on the drive, we want those legs to be down and then that body opens. So there's a couple drills that can help with this. For the recovery, I like to use the pick drill. So starting with arms and then arms and body, and then arms, body, legs for full stroke. Working on the drive, I like to use the reverse pick drill. Start with legs only, then legs and body, and then full stroke. So those are a couple drills that you can do to kind of practice that body swing and check that you're doing it. So thank you for joining me today in this video. If you liked the tips that you saw, feel free to subscribe. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video.